Welcome back to Cheddar, everyone. I'm Kristen Scholer. Volatility in the cryptocurrency market fueled by China's crackdown on Bitcoin mining and fueled by other players like Elon Musk and the SEC Chair Gary Gensler has sent the price of Bitcoin, Ether, and other cryptocurrencies plummeting over the past few months. But once the proverbial smoke clears, what will the landscape look like for investors looking to get in on the action? Well, joining me now is Jeremy Welch, Chief Product Officer at crypto exchange Kraken. Jeremy, thanks so much for joining this afternoon. From your vantage point, what is concerning crypto investors the most in the volatility space? Is it really mostly China, or is it other factors?
Thanks for having me on, Kristen. It's hard to know exactly what is driving the price fluctuations. May was the first sell-off. This won't be the last sell-off that we've seen. We have seen ups and downs in the crypto space over time as adoption has increased. But that is the real story. Again, adoption is up. The fundamentals are very strong. The overall belief in this revolution of financial technology with this open source, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency technology is still very strong. And you have people like Paul Tudor Jones, who's raised his target to 5%. His ownership target to 5% for his balance of investments for Bitcoin. And so you are seeing a lot of people buying the dip, a lot of people getting more engaged, but hard to know what the exact reason for the price sell-off is.
Has it impacted your business, Jeremy, the volatility?
The volatility doesn't impact us directly. We are here to serve clients regardless of where the price is, make sure that they can get in and out of the market as efficiently as possible. We have some of the best liquidity in the world when it comes to any of the crypto pairs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, many others. And so we're here regardless of where the price is to serve clients and make sure, again, that they can get the trade that they need.
There's been a lot of discussion, and I know we'll hear from the Fed at some point this summer about developing a digital dollar. A lot of the cryptocurrency backlash that we see coming from China is because we know that China simultaneously has developed and is pushing its own digital currency, and will try to mandate that at least for visitors and fans and athletes coming for the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics. How does your company view a digital dollar? Do you think that it's practical, and what's the timeline?
So a digital dollar is very likely. The Fed has discussed this some. Wider regulators have discussed this some. But this is in line with this revolution in financial technology that the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin started. We will continue to see more advancement from both the private sector, from the open source community, and even from the government itself with digital currencies. So we view all of this as being a very strong signal and a very positive development for consumers globally as currency and financial tools become more and more accessible.
Now, it is interesting because we had the CIO of Bitwise on recently saying that, look, there is space. Actually, there's a lot of space and valid space for Bitcoin, for cryptocurrencies down the road beyond just fiat digital currencies like a digital dollar, for instance. Matt Hogan is his name, and he joined us last week. We have seen a lot of volatility. I mean, it's fair to say we've seen a crash because we're half of our value on cryptocurrencies across the board than where we were earlier this year. Is there a point, is there a turning point when you think we might see cryptocurrency back on the rise, and what are the factors that would be behind that?
Sure. So, Bitcoin has still witnessed over a 200% increase in price since just last year, just middle of last year. So although we have seen a really, we have seen a sell-off compared to the prices that we were seeing a few months ago. If you look at this compared just a year ago, we're still very, very strongly up. And that's because the fundamentals, again, are very strong. This is an open source revolution in terms of our technology.
Jeremy, I let it go too long. I'm sorry, we got to leave it there because we're up against a break and we got another hour, but thank you so much. That's Jeremy Welch, Chief Product Officer at Kraken. More Closing Bell up next.